that's like where like it takes you like along like the historic places.
Oh.
So like, you keep following it?
Yeah, so like right here, the old city hall.
Oh, okay.
And then
So the first night we went out to dinner with my best friend and her boyfriend. I didn't film the actual dinner, but this is after where they're kind of just driving us around. The park across the street is called the Boston Common. We never actually got to walk through it, but it does show up a lot in the vlog, so I wanted to mention it. Then of course we had to stop at a bookstore, and this one was actually only like 2 or 3 streets away from our hotel. I originally found this bookstore from an Instagram post that I saved a while ago, so when we decided we were going to go to Boston, I for sure wanted to go here, and I'm really glad that we did. It was 3 stories, and it was really, really cool. So I wanted to show you guys how it looks getting into our Airbnb all the way from the street into the room, because when we first got there and kind of throughout the trip, it was kind of sketchy, just like the outside, but we got used to it and it wasn't that bad at all. So this is our dinner. It was $30. So we only got one and we're gonna share it because we're not super hungry. And then we got tiramisu. I never had it, I don't even know what it is, but I'm excited. It smells good. And we're gonna watch Scream. And then we got these from CVS. So this is the Starbucks right next to our Airbnb. And one thing that I found interesting and I did not expect was that Dunkin' Donuts are way more common than Starbucks and they're enjoyed a lot more. I don't find it crazy because I enjoy Dunkin' more than Starbucks as well, but I just forget that on the East Coast it's different. Also, they had the pumpkin spice flavor, which they don't have out in Arizona. So I was enjoying that. So now we are on our way to the house that Shantae's mom rented. It is right next to the beach, which is really cool, but it's also really close to the college that she's graduating from. So we thought we would stop there first. So Shantae had given us the wrong address, so we were knocking and knocking at this door. No one was answering, but it turned out to be the house next door.
Shantae Nishoni Slender.
Okay.
Our house, the street. So we got a delicious chocolate cake. Miguel already ate some. And then we have a couple of macaroons. I've never tried them. We got a bunch yesterday. We got one of each yesterday as well. But Miguel ate them all, of course. So I had to get some more because I didn't get to try them at all. And I guess he really likes the chocolate, so we got an extra chocolate.
Guilty parties will be penalized to the utmost.
You should not do that. So here's a quick little story time. When me and Miguel first started dating, I was at his house with his family. They were playing football, and I was like, you probably shouldn't play. You're gonna hurt yourself. He didn't listen to me, but literally minutes later, he ran into a pole and chipped his tooth. So yeah, I would listen to me. Okay, pretend that you don't see my super messy background. So that pretty much wraps up the time that we spent in Boston. When we were originally planning our trip to Boston, we didn't really plan a lot of like touristy sightseeing things. I think we kind of just depended on having my best friend kind of telling us where to go, since obviously she lives there now. But it turned out pretty well because our Airbnb was in a really good spot in Boston. There were a lot of shops, restaurants, and like the Common was there. So we actually did get to see a lot. So that was good. But I think we also didn't plan a lot just because we did want to spend some time at the Airbnb because it was a vacation. We wanted some time to also relax as well as sightseeing. So yeah, we did spend quite some time in the Airbnb. Not only was it actually like really comfortable, I was actually still finishing up school. The semester didn't end officially until a couple days after we got back home. So while we were in Boston, I was actually finishing my economics class. I finished it before we left Boston, and that is when you see us in the hotel and I'm drinking the coffee and we're watching TV. I was actually doing homework. I do regret not walking the Common because it was just so pretty from what we could see. There were like fountains and there were people just chilling, and it looked so nice. But on our last evening there, I was telling Miguel like, oh, let's go for a walk through the Commons. And he was like, no, he kind of just wanted to go back to the Airbnb and chill. And he was like, oh, we'll wake up early before we go to New York tomorrow and we'll walk it. I knew that wasn't gonna happen because, well, I just knew we weren't gonna wake up earlier than we needed to. But I was like, okay. So we didn't end up walking the Common, which I definitely want to do next time that we're in Boston. I wanted to show you guys the souvenirs that we got. Everywhere that I go, I like to get keychains, postcards, and also magnets. This is my keychain thing. I have a pretty decent collection. This is the keychain that I got right here. So right here it says Boston, and then it has a flag, and then it has what is that thing called? A charm? A clove? I don't know. I forgot. And then there is a lobster. And then there's also a thing of the city. So that is what the keychain looks like. Cute. There is actually one other thing that I did want to do. I wanted to do a sunset boat ride. I really wanted to sign us up for it, but the only time that we could schedule one was actually the evening of my best friend's graduation. So obviously I was not gonna choose that over her graduation. These are my postcards. Like I said, I have a pretty good collection. So here is one postcard, and then here is another one. I actually got two of each because I sent the other copies or the other ones to my dad. And then for the magnets, Miguel chose this one. See it? And then if you do it, it's like water. And then what I also wanted to show you guys are the things that I got from the bookstore. So I got this postcard from the bookstore. It's just a picture of what it looks like. The video I took, I don't really think did justice. It was really, really cool, especially the outside. And then these are the 2 books that I got. So this first one I got on the outside, and it's called The Girl with the Jade Green Eyes. It's basically about an alien encounter. And I actually don't have any science fiction books, so I'm really excited to read this one. But I have a really long list of books that I have that I need to read. So I don't really know how long it'll take me to get to that one, but I have it. And then this one I'm really excited about. This one I got in the rare book section on the 3rd floor. It's called The Missing Answer to an English Woman's Love Letters. But this was definitely much more expensive than the other book. The other book I think was like $3, but this book was $35. I know, I usually do not spend that much money on one book, but it's in the rare book section, okay? I just like took a sneak peek into like obviously the inside. I mean, it's a book full of love letters. It doesn't really get any better than that. I really just fell in love with it like the second that I saw it. And I actually just looked this book up and I found like 1 or 2 copies, but they are priced way more than this one, like literally like 4 times more. So I think that I actually got a pretty good deal. That was pretty much everything that we bought in Boston that we brought home with us. I was actually really surprised that my vlog turned out to be a lot shorter than what I thought it was going to be. There were actually just a lot of moments that I didn't record that I could have, but I just decided not to. So yeah, it was really nice seeing my best friend. I already miss her. Miguel had a really good time, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for tuning into this vlog. I will be uploading the second part, which is the New York vlog. I will be uploading that very soon. And then there will be a 3rd part, which will be the budget overview part. Basically how we did on our budgets that we made before we left and everything like that. So just look forward to those videos, and I'll see you soon.